Today I will show you how we can integrate Virustotal with Wazuh, and based on the Virustotal result we can do active response through Wazuh. So I have a two machines here. One is for the Wazuh server, one is the Wazuh agent. So let me show you with the Windows agent because I don't have any ready-made any Linux machine with me. First thing first, after switching on the machine, go to your Wazuh installation directory. In my case, it will be the default one, which is C drives. Let me open my PC, this computer. Okay, now go to C drive, program files 86, and then ossec-agent, and then your ossec configuration file, which is this is the configuration file, conf configuration file. Open it with your favorite editor. I will use Notepad++ here. Okay, what you have to do, you have to create a folder first. So in my case, I already created a folder in my desktop. The location is C user dev desktop Wazuh, and you need to copy this path. But before that, let me show you something in the configuration file. Let's scroll a little bit down and find out the file integration monitoring part, which is should be here. This is the file integration monitoring part here, starting from here. Okay, very good. First thing you need to check this whether these are disabled or enabled. It is saying disabled, no, that means it is enabled. Okay, very good, we are ready to go. Now what you have to do, so the default timing of the file integration monitoring to gather information in our Wazuh server is 43,200. Okay, perfect. That means every 12 hours. What I will do from here, I will copy this code, piece of code from here, Control C, and will paste it here. Okay. Now it is saying directory is real-time equal to yes. I need a real-time result. I don't want a result which will give me after 12 hours of interval. So now what I have to do, go back to the Wazuh folder which I have created in my desktop, copy this path, Control C, come back to the configuration file, and from here remove everything from here to this tag, closing tag, delete everything and paste this here. Okay, directories, what we have done, we have just done that we set up our file integration monitoring. This file will now be actively monitored by Wazuh, and we set this real time. That means we will be getting a result in real time. So how to check? We need to check this by creating a folder, file, anything here. But before that, we need to restart the Wazuh agent. How we are going to restart? Services, then find out Wazuh. This is the Wazuh. Now let's do the restart. Now we are ready to go. Whenever I will create a file here, it will definitely show on our file integration monitoring. Let's create a file to test 2. Well, it took little bit time, but now it is showing normal. It is taking real-time data. Maybe after a long time we use this server, that is the reason. So it's also detected new file creation, and also I deleted the file in meanwhile and tried to add again. Now it is showing. That means FIM model is working. Okay, very good. Now what we have to do, we have to go to the, we need to find out Windows Defender. Okay, Defender security, then need to go virus and threat protection and go to manage setting, then real-time protection, switch it off. Yes, we need to switch it off, else we are not going to understand how Virustotal is working. Now what we have to do, we have to go to the Python website. Python download, need to write down in Google search. Go to the official Python website and download the latest version, whichever you have for the Windows. So for me, we can download Python 3.13.6. So after download, you need to install this Python in your computer. So remember two things. You have to select use admin privilege when installing the python.exe and add python.exe to path. These two options you need to select, is very important. Okay, now install now. It will take some time, but no worry. In that meantime, what we are going to do, we will create a Virustotal profile. What you have to do, you have to go to the virustotal.com, enter your name, first name, last name, email ID, your username, password, repeat password, and need to click join us, or you can log in through Google. So after verification of the email, you can log in to their website. I already signed up by myself, so I'm not going to show you this sign up process. After signing up, you need to log into their Virustotal website, and from here, if you click this on the right hand side on the name, you will find the API key. Okay, now this page will redirect to our API key page. This is the API key, which is blurred for the security reason, and beside that you will get a I button and a copy button. If you click on the I button, the key will show us. If we click on the copy button, the key will copy automatically. So what are the limitation? This is a free account. The limitation is 4 lookups per minute. That means within a minute I can send 4 lookups, and 500 lookups per day is the limit, and for the whole month 15,500 lookups per month is a use. But for the testing case, it is absolutely okay. We don't need to buy anything. So this is the graph. It is showing the uses. I used this VM. I use this Virustotal for some testing purpose. That is the reason it's showing me some hike. Okay, now let's go back to our virtual machine to check what is the progress of. So setup was successful. Okay, very good. Now need to close this window. Now what you have to do, you have to open PowerShell and run as an administrator. Okay, what you have to do here is very simple. We need to run two commands. First command is pip install, then PyInstaller. Okay, let the pip install first. Okay, so pip already been installed. Okay, now go to command prompt, cmd. If you want to check which version of pip you have, you need to write down a command which is PyInstaller version. Probably it will give us result. Oh, sorry, py. Okay, 6.15.0 is the version we are using. So this part is complete. Now go to the third part, which is I have a file in my desktop already. The name of the file is remove-threat.py. I will share this file with you, and the link will be provided in the description box. No worry about that. But I think this code you will get in the website also, in other website like GitHub or Wazuh's website, but I will recommend not to use that code, because whenever I try to copy that code, it won't work in my system. There is some problem with the code. So I rectified this code by myself, and now this code is ready to work as an active response. This code is a perfect one. You don't need to modify anything from this code, but the code you will be getting in the GitHub or somewhere, that code has an issue. So what I have to do, I will share this code with you. You need to download the code and save the code in your desktop. Now what you have to do is, you need to right click on this file, then go to properties, then go to security and copy this path. Okay, copy this path. Now come back to the command prompt. Remember, now here don't use PowerShell, because if you use PowerShell this command won't work. Let me show you how. PyInstaller space -f and next the path of the file which we have copied so far. Already copied, I think. Copy and let's paste it here, but it won't work. See, we are getting error. See, that is the reason I told you use command prompt. That is the best solution. What we have to write? PyInstaller space -F, then paste the path of this file. I place this file in the desktop. That is the reason my desktop path I am giving here. So the build successful. So what I have done just now, I converted a Python file, py file, to an Windows executable file. Where is the location? The location has been given here, which is C user dev dist. Okay, let's go to this path. We need to go here. C user dev and dist remove-threat.exe is the application file. The earlier file was a py file. It cannot be executed from Windows environment. Now we are getting exe file that can be executed. Let's copy or cut whatever you need to do and come back to your Wazuh directory. Wazuh directory means C program files 86 ossec-agent, then go to active response folder, then go to bin, then paste the file here. Done. This part also done. Our agent configuration full complete. We don't need to configure anything more. Just we need to restart the agent. Services. How we can do this? Go to services and restart the Wazuh agent. We are done from here. Agent part is complete now. Okay. Now we will be going back to the server. So let's go back to the server and log in from putty. In my case, my IP address is 192.168.10.135 is the IP address. Let's log in with my username and password. So first thing first, let's increase the size so that you can see appearance, change 18, apply. Let's clear the screen. Okay. Now what we have to do here, so we need to go change directory cd, then var ossec, then etc, then ossec configuration file. So I don't know why it is not taking, but okay, let's go up to here, then give the command ls. Okay, then I have to go with a nano is the editor I'm using, then ossec.conf. This file we need to modify. See, at the starting of this file we have ossec config tag. So we can use this code within this tag ossec config tag, or we can use our another ossec config tag. What I will do, I will use the ossec config tag again. Same thing, ossec_config tag again, and within this I will write down the code. You can also skip this ossec config and write down the code within that. How we have to do? We have to write down with integration. So integration integration. Okay, let's close this tag, make another tag with the integration name, INTEGRATION. Okay, now enter. Within that we have to create another tag which is name, close tag. The name will be virus total, and let's do the closing tag name. Okay, first line complete. Second line we have to write down the API key, API underscore key, close tag. Then I have to specify my Virustotal API key here. Where can I get this? I have to copy the Virustotal API key from here. Let's copy, already done. Now we have to paste it here. Okay, this is the key. Now close the tag again, API underscore key. Go to the next line. What I have to write here? I have to create a group. Which group? This Virustotal API will check from the FIM module. It's the syscheck group. Syscheck. Syscheck. We got this syscheck from our agent. You remember where we got this? From here. This is the syscheck. This is the syscheck. This one. We'll be getting this from file integration monitoring plot. Okay, syscheck. Let's close the group here. Okay, now alert format. Alert format, let's close another alert underscore format. Tag closed. It will be on JSON, right? Then close the alert. Alert underscore format. Very good. Now we already have the integration closing tag. Only thing we need to do here is the ossec config closing tag. OSSEC ossec underscore config. Done. So this is the Virustotal integration done. Now let's go and after saving this file do a system Wazuh server manager rest. Let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, so restart success. Agent computer, and in the file monitoring section here, this is the not the section, this is the path, this is the folder which the file integration monitoring is active. Create a file here, notepad file, and paste this code. Okay, save this file here in this folder. This is a monitor folder. Name this file as a virus or some any other name you want to use. Save this file. Okay, now let's come to our server. Let's refresh this file. Okay, see, we got a log here. Virustotal alert of this file. 65 engine detected this file as a threat. Let's click here and understand what it is saying. The file name is here and rule description is saying Virustotal alert. This is the file and Virustotal gave us the alert. So now what we have to do, we have to take this rule ID. It is now required for us 87,105. Copy this rule ID and go to the CLI of the Wazuh servers. What we are doing, let's copy 87,105. Okay, then I have to go with nano is the editor I'm using, then ossec.conf to create another piece of code which will trigger our active response. Okay, so let's go with the ossec configuration agent, or we can do this from here also. Okay, now let's create another ossec config. I'll tell you why we need this, because it will help us to manage the code. ossec_config. Let's close the code. ossec_config. Okay, within this I have to write down a command, command. Let's close the tag, command. Okay, within command I have to create two things, which is name. The name will be remove-threat, and I will specify our remove-threat.exe, which we have just created from the Python PyInstaller, because that has the code with the active response, how it will behave and delete the file. Okay, remove threat, name complete. Then come to next line and write down the executables, tables, executable, executable, and the name of the executable is remove-threat.exe, which we have created and placed in our bin folder. Let's close this tag with the name of executable, executable. Perfect. Now let's go to the timeout. Within how many seconds or minute it will start the active response. Timeout will be allowed no. That means within seconds after detection it will delete the file, immediate effect. Okay, we're not going to wait anymore. Timeout allowed underscore. Done. Very good. And command tag is there, and ossec-config is the closing tag. Perfect. So I have to write down another piece of code here, which is active response code. Let's start with the active response, active active underscore response. Go to next line, write down disable, because it is enabled. We are not going to disable this, so we are going to write here no close disable closing tag. Okay, let's go to next line where we'll be writing another command. Command will be remove threat. Okay, and let's close this tag, because in the earlier command we have given the same name, we are calling it out from here. Now go to the location, need to add location. Location will be local. We are going to take effect from the local system, so it's a local system which will do the active response. Location close. Okay, perfect. Then go to rule ID. We need to have a rule ID, rule underscore ID. So now what we have to do, we have to take this rule ID. It is now required for us 87,105. Copy this rule ID and go to the CLI of the Wazuh servers. What we are doing, let's copy 87,105. So we have created our Virustotal integration and we have created an active response rule. So we triggered from here remove-threat.exe. It will trigger when 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 Virustotal flag this file or flag any file within the monitor directory, and it will throw us a rule ID 87105. It is the Virustotal rule. Then this active response will trigger, because whenever we are getting this rule, that means is 100% confirm of known malware, because Virustotal has the hash. Based on the hash, we are doing this active response. So we completed the second stage. Now we have to complete the third stage, which is very important, which is the alert section. After the active response do their work, how would I know that the file has been deleted or not deleted? It is successfully deleted or not successfully deleted. We need to create an alert. Let's go to nano var ossec etc var ossec etc. Then we have rules. Under the rules we have local rules. Let's open this file and create a rule here. Let me short this video. I don't want to make this video big, so I have wrote down the code earlier. Let me paste the code here. So the group name is Virustotal. Let me explain the code. The group name is the Virustotal. So rule ID, I have created a custom rule ID here, and the severity of the label is 12. That means a high severe rule. If SIT 657, what is the 657 means? Let's find out what is the 657 means. 657 means active response. Active response is the rule 678. That means 657 will be executed if match successfully remove the threat. So we will be getting an alert with rule ID 1000092 if the condition is 657 has enforced number 1. That means successfully remove the threat, and it will show us description which file it deleted, from which location. It will show us the path. So next rule I have created. So we have two options, two chances. One is the success, one is the failure. So success is 1000092 and failure is 1000093, which is also a very important factor for us, because after that we will be getting to know that this process has failed and we have to implement some manual intervention kind of thing. So that is the reason I made this rule, made this label of severity is 12. So if SID 657, that means active response. That means remove-threat.exe file has enforced, and we have an error to removing this threat. Then it will throw us a rule ID and log 1000093. This is the two definition, and also it is showing us, definitely it will be showing us error removing the thread located at file name. I got this parameter from the Wazuh also. Within the SIEM I got this parameter and copy and paste this parameter. So okay, very good. Now you need to save this file. Control X, yes, enter, and reboot the Wazuh service manager, Wazuh manager. Make sure you turn off the active response from Windows Defender. Now what you have to do, you have to go to the agent machine. Now save this file again. So I will show you, whenever you save this file it will be automatically deleted with the active response. Okay, so let's save this file. Save as, name this file as malware, or any name you want to use. Just save this file within this monitor directory. See, I saved this file. This file has created and deleted. Okay, now let's do it again. save as malware 2. Let me save this file. Saved. Now it will be deleted within fraction of second. It will be deleted. Now let's come to the Wazuh dashboard. Come to the threat hunting model. Refresh this page. See what we get. To visualize this, we need to sort it with the rule ID. How we are going to sort it? With the rule.id, and operator will be is one of 87105. We will be taking 553. 553 is the 5 deletion. 554 is the file creation. Okay, then we'll be taking 1000092 and 1000093. 10000, just in case we have an error. Okay, so done. Now save this filter. We will only get those files which is necessary. Okay, see, I have created this file here. File added to system. Now Virustotal alert. This file malware 2 65 engine detected this file, flagged. See the error. See the rule ID 87105. And next the file deleted, which is 553 rule ID, and active response here. Active response also implemented, enforced. What active response did? Let me find out now. So active response, after getting the file flagged from the Virustotal, after detected a positive response from Virustotal, 65 engine scanned and find this file as a malware, dangerous kind of file, and it reported to Wazuh. Based on the decision, our active response, what we have created, threat remove-threat.exe, has enforced and deleted this file, and it created a rule of recreated a rule ID, and it gave us a rule ID of 1000092, which is success. If it is failure, then it definitely gave us the rule ID of 1000093. So the first file, this is the first file alert. Sorry, this one is the first file, malware.txt, file added, Virustotal scanned, file deleted, and active response. Okay, same the other file also, malware 2 created. It went to Virustotal for scanning. Virustotal reported positive, then file got deleted due to the active response, and it shows us the error. Cool, isn't it? So we can do a lot of things with Wazuh Virustotal integration. We can do lot of things with this. Now what you have to do, this is the full log, how it happens, which time it happened, how it went to the Virustotal, how Virustotal scanned, and how our active response involved into this. So this is the C data parameter.program active response bin. In the bin folder we have this file remove-threat.exe. This file executed based on the Virustotal decision, because whenever we are getting any positive response, that means is it a 100% positive. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe, and if you have any question, please do ask me. I will upload some other video of Wazuh soon, very soon. I'm not getting a lot of time, so definitely I'll try to upload some other videos of Wazuh very soon.